Greetings and welcome, dear learners, to the second lesson of Unit 4 in our AI course. Without much delay, as we are going to learn more tools today, let us proceed into the lesson. Let me share my screen. Okay, now I hope the screen is visible to you. My PowerPoint is visible to you. So as I told you, dear learners, we are in the fourth unit. So today we will be learning the topic, writing and communication tools, email composition, collaboration, and editing. So right. I hope my screen is visible. Okay, so today we have 5 different sections to learn. So section A will be writing, section B will be communication, section C will be email composition, section D collaboration, and section E editing. So for all these 5 sections, I have introduced one AI tool each to help with each of this function. Many of the tools I'm going to cover today are tools that you already know as students. Now I'm going to introduce 2 or 3 maximum new tools to you to proceed with the functions I have mentioned in each section. So without delay, let us jump into our lesson today. So section A, writing. So just the fundamentals of writing. So writing is a very powerful form of communication and it can be mastered with practice. I'm going to rush up because I have given all the notes and materials necessary to thoroughly learn this lesson in the printed material notes that I have shared with you. So you can self-express, you keep your records, you share information, you organize your thoughts, and you can persuade people. So communication to write is a very powerful form of communication. So yeah, so you have academic writing, professional writing, personal writing. So before you use any AI tool to help you with writing, you need to sort out which category of writing you need to, use for a particular task. So you have to use the most appropriate style of writing. And of course, you have a few pros and cons, that is advantages and disadvantages when you use AI for writing. So you can easily detect mistakes, you can improve your sentence construction, you can organize your thoughts much effectively, and you always can have a break from conventional method of learning. Okay, when you use AI tools, these are the few advantages that you can look forward to. But there are always these few disadvantages, like you tend to rely too much on AI and your brain stops working. So that is over reliance, and you realize you lack a little bit of creativity because you always turn towards AI for even petty basic tasks. Then you stop thinking, your brain stops braining. That's what you say, right? So yeah, and when everything you pour out into AI, you do have concerns on your privacy because there is easily the manipulation of your data, there is easily the stealing of your data, and it could be quite dangerous to maintain your privacy over AI. So one tool I'm introducing for writing using AI is Quillbot. I think you are all familiar with Quillbot. So Quillbot comes with a set of multifunctional tools. Like, it doesn't only help you write, it modifies content, it improves content, it rewrites or paraphrases, and it also generates new text. That's generative AI, right? It's a language learning model. So how do you access Quillbot? First, you just open your browser, your web browser, and then you just type in Quillbot and just launch it directly from the browser. And there are a set of tools you can see: paraphrasing, AI detector, grammar checker. Like, there are quite a number of tools that you can access. And so what you do is you choose paraphrasing tool for an example. So just because we are going to cover writing, so I'm going to recommend using the paraphrasing tool. So what happens after that? You just open a text box there, okay, when you access it, and then you paste the content that you want to be modified, and then you just click on this particular thing I've rounded on, rephrase, that green color button, and then you can see that simultaneously text is generated on the right side, and that text looks much different than your originally pasted text because it's a rephrased text. So that's how. And you can also check the AI, amount of AI that goes into the rephrase text. Again, all you have to do is click on the AI detector function in 12 and paste the generated content. And when you click the analysis, toolbar, and then the button, and then right side you get the percentage of AI you have likely generated. And so you see the orange color, the orange highlighted ones are generated by AI, and the originality is highlighted in, is like in white color. So next we jump on to communication. So here in this part, section B, communication, I will be concentrating more on the speaking part of communication. Okay, since we looked into the writing part, now I'm skipping into the speaking part. So for communication, I'm going to take speak. So all this, colorful diagram I've given, it's been illustrated in the notes that I've given to you. You can always go through. Now I'm introducing a new tool to you called Elsa Speak. It is very, very standard, and it is a very, very powerful AI tool for all the learners of English. If you ever need to have a good communicative tool set regarding English, this is your one go-to option, I would say. Elsa Speak is like, you have the web version and the mobile app version. The web version is quite costly, it's very pricey, and it also comes with premium features. But for the basic learners, I think the mobile version would do. So here I have just given a screenshot of how the web version looks, but I have, personally chosen to go with the mobile version because that is what we will be discussing in class today. So you see, you can, what you do is, okay, let me just move the screen so that it's visible. Okay. So what you do is you first open the mobile application after you download it from Google Play Store, and you log in with certain credentials, your own credentials. Probably it requires a mail access or something. It's quite simple. And then you customize your specifications. For example, now I am a professor. Now I can customize the requirements based on what is needed for me, like as a professor. So maybe advanced English, probably. Or if you are a candidate looking for employability options, like for example, you're going to attend an interview, for example, as I've showed you here. So I can customize options according to it. Like I can want Elsa to ask me a few interview questions based on the resume I have uploaded to that particular AI, that is Elsa Speak. And Elsa Speak is going to train us to speak. Okay. So, and we have to also ensure you have microphone access because it's very, very important. And you see, I have highlighted all these red things here because there is a clear unitization. The modules and lessons based on your customization are, arranged in an order. And then you have a conversation panel for question and response, and you have a description for each activity. It's going to give you a score, and you can always come back and refine your score. Okay. So you see the right side, the screenshot. So Elsa asked me, how have you been? I said, I am doing great, thanks. So that am, I had to stress it. And I said, I'm doing great, thanks. But Elsa expects me to say, I am doing great, thanks. So along with the intonation, so I've scored only 95 marks as a professor. So you can refine more. That's what I want to get home. So the next slide. Yeah. So you are now proceeding into the next step where you're conversing and you get a feedback review. So where now Elsa will generate questions for which you are expected to answer. Okay, Elsa will give you the answer, but you're expected to read that answer out loud. So it will correct your pronunciation and it will give you marks based on your performance in intonation, pronunciation, all that. See, all the red things, the red ones mark your yes, the why. So I'm supposed to stress it. That's where I went wrong. So I've scored only 76% in that particular conversation. So what makes a lecture interesting? So next you see, oh, show videos, they're exciting. So I'm expected to show some excitement when I say exciting, but I didn't. Okay, I was being a deaf student and I was just telling, oh, show videos, they're exciting. So Elsa recognized that I should have more a bouncy voice when I express excitement. So it's given me only 42 marks. So you see, this is very, very handy. Even if you are an expert in a language, you can learn more through Elsa Speak. You can refine your tone, your stress intonation, your pronunciation. There are lots of features that Elsa offers, and it's a very, very basic necessity for any student who likes to master English. Okay, then coming into email composition, uh, I have chosen the tool Grammarly. Okay, so this is a very interesting tool because most of you would have, worked with Grammarly because it's just an extension version. You can always use the extension in your browser and then it automatically gets embedded into any task or mail that you write. Okay, so so you just need to install. The first step is to install Grammarly extension, and it automatically just it's done in like 1 minute or so. It's very quick, and you'll have this puzzle icon near your mail, right? In your mail, you will have this puzzle icon where you'll have all the extensions listed out, and you just allow the extension. You enable that button, and you can see the list of extensions that are installed into your browser. Now you need to enable Grammarly. That's all. That's what is going to, take you a long way. Now, after you enable Grammarly extension out of all the extensions in your browser, now, and you click a mail to compose, okay? You click on the compose icon, Grammarly, and you just type in what you have to compose. You compose your mail. Now, Grammarly will automatically identify sentence patterns where you can correct it. A few spelling mistakes, punctuation mistakes, grammar mistakes, everything, and it will also give you suggestions, so you can just with a click you can just rephrase your entire sentence and check the grammar and everything. It's a one go-to tool for composing mail once you just install the extension, browser extension version. So you see, so all the yellow ones are, it needs a little refinement. All the red ones are completely wrong. That's what Grammarly tells. And so you can, it also shows you suggestions. See, there is a verb problem. It tells you what's the kind of problem there, tells you it's a verb problem, and you can either dismiss it or you can see that you just have to consider the suggestions given by Grammarly. Now, in this case, Grammarly suggests that I remove this verb being from my mail, which will refine it much better. So this is Grammarly. And section B, you have collaboration tools. This is a very familiar tool for all of the students. So it's like Google Sheets and Google Docs. Okay, so this is a very, very familiar tool for all of us. So collaborating is a vital part for any work atmosphere. Now I have a suggestion here and I need to contact a professor miles away. And I'm working on my laptop right now, and maybe my mobile is too far. So what I can do is like maybe I can collaborate using Google Sheets or Google Docs where simultaneously two or three people can work on the same document online and access it from different places. Okay. WhatsApp polls is a beautiful example of how you can collaborate over the internet, right? At the same time. So Google Sheets, Google Docs, both the applications come in very easily along with your mail package, because if you ever have a Gmail account, you always have this 9 dots icon, and you click it and you have Google Docs and Sheets right there, and you can access it right from that panel. And when you click any one of them, you will always be taken to a page where you can choose the template. You can choose a blank template, you can choose a report. It depends. Depending on your usage, you can use a template, choose a template, and then you just need to fill and share. You're going to work on the document, you're just filling it. And after a few, working stuff, after you work a few things, and then you need to, you realize you need to collaborate with somebody. So what you need to do is just simply share that document. Okay, it can be like you will be the owner of that document, whether it be a Google document or a Google sheet, you will be the owner. Now you can see here, uh, you can copy the link and you can share the link with anyone. And you can also choose how the responder or the person you share your link with can access this particular document. You can choose them to either edit the document, or you can just choose them to just view the document and make no changes. It depends on you because you're the owner. So once you do this, you copy the link, click done, and just paste the link anywhere or send the link to the people you'd like to collaborate, and immediately you can see them on screen. So you can share the link through social media, or you can send it to the person directly, and you can see that the person will simultaneously collaborate. For example, see, I am the owner, which is I'm the owner, so you can see my icon on the right, this right corner. So my icon is blue in color, it's highlighted in blue. Okay, the entry I make is highlighted in blue color. But here is another person called Anonymous Camel, and Google does this itself, this funny business, and it names all funny names. For the more collaborators you have, the more funnier names you get actually. And then you have this person called Anonymous Camel, who is in pink color, and whatever editing that person does is highlighted in pink color. So you see, the collaborator named Anonymous Camel is simultaneously appearing here, whereas the owner, which is this person, it's directly here. So both of them are collaborating on the same document online. So this is very good. You can digitally connect with these people and collaborate. That's really nice. So the last section, you're going to learn about some editing tools, for which I suggest this one beautiful tool, which is Small CO Tools. I learned this during my MPhil and PhD. This is a very handy tool actually when you need to go for plagiarism checking, or for research activities, or for normal students when you're doing assignments. It does a lot of editing actually. It offers like around 25 to 35 different, it's 35 different features. And each one single one is so good. But it does, after a lapse of time, it is always a paid thing. But it's so worth it, and the payment is not very big. It's a very considerably small contribution you can make towards your academic advancement. And it has various functions, including paraphrasing, AI detecting, humanizing, you name it, and it has it. So now you can see that the very page itself includes this pricing thing. So it could be a little bit annoying after 2 or 3 attempts at using any tool. You will be asked to go for a premium version. So it's like a 2 or 3 time use. It's good. So how do you launch it? You just launch it directly to the browser. You just type out Small CO Tools in your browser, and bam, it's there. And there are, like, as I told you, 35 different functions. Now since it's editing, I'm suggesting this AI tool for editing purpose. So I am using this tool, article rewriter feature. Okay, I'm just clicking on it, and there is this text box that opens, and I'm going to just paste or type out the content I need to edit, and I just click the button. Okay, just go edit, and I'm going to click the rewrite article thing. Okay, see below, you can find it. So rewrite article. So in matter of seconds, you get the result of the article that is rewritten. Okay, so all those that are highlighted in green are the modified contents of your original text. Okay, so you see that the total words are 49, total characters are 33. So you can see all the statistics that are given there, and you can even use other AI tools from the same app, or the same thing, Small CO Tools, to rework your pasted content into different modifications. For example, you can paraphrase it, you can check for AI humanizer. So there are a lot of things. So this is very, very crucial and vital when you need to learn editing in AI. So I'm just going to give you a small recap. I know it's a big unit with 5 different sections, but it's all very small tools and very easy to access. So section A, we dealt with writing. I've introduced Quillbot to you. Section B, communication. I've introduced Elsa Speak to you for this particular thing. Please do try Elsa Speak. It's very nice. Section C, email composition, Grammarly, you all very well know. So I'm leaving it up to you. Section D, collaborating. Again, Google Sheets and Docs. We've always been working with it. I think you will have a cakewalk dealing with this. And section E, editing. I've introduced small CO tools to you. So there are the three tools that I'm introducing to you, and I want you to please take on them and try to work them and put them efficiently into use in your assignments. Please do not forget to do your assignments and tests. Bye bye next time. Till next time. Bye. Thank you so much, dear children.